and this video is going to be a book review of Animal Farm written by George Orwell. This book was published in 1945 and it's a novella. The length of a novella lies between a short story and a novel. The genre of this book is allegory as well as political satire. In case you don't know, allegory is basically a simple story which represents a larger point about society, and the characters and the events that are shown in this book is actually representing real life characters and events. And political satire makes use of humor to attack political figures and events. The plot is very simple and interesting. There is an animal farm called Manor Farm, and the owner of that farm is Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones exploits all the animals. The animals are not fed properly, but they are compelled to work very hard. There is an old pig in the farm and everyone addresses him as Major. The Major has the idea that if animals are working hard day and night, then they should be given the power instead of the human beings. He preaches equality for all animals. One day, the animals conspired against Mr. Jones and they attacked Mr. Jones to overthrow him. The main role in the war was played by two pigs called Napoleon and Snowball. But shortly, Napoleon conspired against Snowballs and chased him out of the farm. It shows us that how corruption and power goes hand in hand. Now, without giving you any spoilers, let's talk about its correlation with Russian Revolution. The animal revolution that has been shown in this book is actually a satire on Russian Revolution. The idea of animalism that has been shown is a allegorical reference to communism. And the characters like Snowball represent Leon Trotsky, and the protagonist of this book, Napoleon, actually represents Joseph Stalin. You must be knowing that idea of communism was established in Russia by Karl Marx, and he believed that the power should be given to working class people, also known as proletariats, but he could not do anything practical in that direction. Then leaders like Vladimir Lenin came and formed political party to represent working class people and fought for their right. But unfortunately, after death of Lenin, power came in hands of Joseph Stalin, who used it in worst possible manner. He used to preach teachings of Lenin, but he used to do opposite of that. The same case was with Napoleon. He manipulated all the rules one by one and led them to a situation where the cause behind the animal revolution itself became meaningless. The idea started to shift from a social utopia where everyone was considered to be equal to an oligarchy. Although it's a social commentary on the events of Russian Revolution, it doesn't mean that it is not relevant today. How people having power can twist the information and how important it is to keep your eyes open as a citizen is well described in this book. Overall, the time-benefit ratio of this book is very high and there is no excuse for you to not read this book. So read this book as soon as possible if you have not read it already, and tell me in the comment section how much you liked it. Bye bye.